Na wewe ungependa kujua Carole Kinoti the brand ni nani, inamilikiwa na nani? Wasiojua ni kwamba yeye ni mwanamitindo, ameingia katika sekta hii kwa miaka zaidi ya 15. Na hii leo tuko naye hapa katika DADA2DADA Uncensored, atuelezee kuhusu mtazamo wake wa maisha haswa kuhusiana na mitindo. Karibu.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Okay. Yeah. Now, Carole Kinoti.
Carole Kinoti is me. The brand, the designer, founder of Carole Kinoti brands, and fashion on the road, mavazi.com, and a mother of 2 beautiful teenagers. Has a wife, a very happy man.
Yes. Okay. Na kwa sasa ulimwengu mzima kuna issue ya COVID-19. Wewe kama mwanamitindo, imeathiri vipi, imebadilisha vipi mtazamo wako?
I'll be honest with you, first there was a hurt, and I think everybody was met with a hurt. You know, what your strategies were, what your plans were. Especially my 2 programs, which is Fashion on the Road, which was very event related and travel related. Of course, events had to stop and travel had to stop because we couldn't have gatherings and fashion shows. So that was met by a house. Mavazi is the program that involves training and putting the youth out for employment into the EPZ. Of course, we all know that training was stopped. So that was met by a house. So I took a very short break and to rest, reflect, and really commit like all of us did. Then, of course, we all had to do strategies. Then easily, my challenges were, how do I not see the stop? How does it fit in as a continuation? What is the most smooth or easy way to flow into whatever has happened without it glaring at you that there was a problem? Because COVID has brought in COVID for you. So I took my time off. I started reading about COVID, and pandemics, and crises in the world, and realized that the biggest fashion brands evolved during such situations. Led by war.
Yeah.
Why? Because the people going to war had to wear a material that was hard enough.
Yes.
But they did not need belts. They did not need to wash them. That looked as good and better as it got older. That's how the jeans became popular during the bad war. When you look at things like, we think that masks just kill.
Yeah.
If you look at Louis Vuitton and all those people, they have designing masks. So the best ideas, Chanel, evolved during the war. So it's possible to take a crisis and turn it into a beautiful idea.
So how did you manage? You must have people in brands first, despite the challenges that are facing the fashion industry in Kenya today.
Well, first of all, I think COVID has positively impacted the fashion industry. I don't know if everybody else shares that, but when I look at it, one of the things we lack is discipline in terms of standardization, being able to produce guided by a certain size, and the masks are doing that. Because we have kept saying it has to be this way, this, and all the designers must adhere to that to be able to give it a certain order. I think it's teaching designers to follow some kind of discipline. Yeah, and also be able to get small designers to relate with the government. Come together and look at a big manufacturing production. Let us brought designers together to look at all the challenges that we facing together. So I think the industry will grow. It might have stopped one-on-one. I need the rest to go to the mall.
Yes.
But it has opened a broader thinking that might leave the textile industry in Kenya better prepared for bigger things.
Tumekuja kwa muda mrefu kama mwanamitindo ambaye anatengeneza nguo maridadi hasa za kina mama na beauty collection na blanketi. Lakini all of a sudden tukampa siku moja tunaona umeanza kutengeneza masks.
Yes.
Was that easy to make that transition, that decision that I need to do masks? And how different?
Okay. The reason why even when you look at my masks are sort of designer masks. Why? Because I could tell and I can see, we all can see that masks are going to be a part of the moment. So as much as we're facing lockdown and working at home, but we are all coming out saying, you know what, this surgical mask is nice, yes. But today I want to, I'm in a red dress.
Yeah.
You know, I want my beauty to still see through. So our effort here at DADA masks have two purposes to serve. One is to fashionalize yourself and find space in your closet or your dressing table.
No.
Because now it's becoming an accessory like it.
Exactly.
So they are more of an accessory that serves a purpose. It is protective, but it's a fashion statement. The story mask for me is a fashion statement. The other thing is that I was also looking for something that connects back to the women, because we are here looking for how to survive food COVID. And since every time you're giving hope to someone else or supporting someone else, you have a responsibility to think about how they will go as well. So my effort here at DADA must go back to the community and as supposed to connect back with the women that are working with people, to engage them, to be there for them.
Yeah, because that's a very quick response. Yeah. Yes, you can see it. And then so on, you can green kilo.
Yes, depending on where you go. We have, you know, if you give me a pack of 6,
No.
there's one for going out to the girls, there's one for when you're wearing a black little dress, you know. So they're supposed to be able to have fun with them. Yes.
Now they're doing empowering them. They're giving them opportunities that they're able to take care of themselves. Kwa kivyao. Kama Carole Kinoti brand, mmeweza kufanya hivyo kivipi?
Mavazi and the program, one of my initiatives, which is what we use to support purely the DADA collection, because the DADA collection is founded in collaboration with the women from Kajiado. So what they do is that they already have an existing beading culture. They already make bracelets. But how can we bring those bracelets into my fashion statement so that when I'm specially my product, indirectly I'm already pushing business down to them? So you find like when you buy my dress, you're not just buying a dress, but you're supporting a woman or another one by buying a dress that has the hub. And again, it's another way of actually celebrating our culture. You know, Kenyans are not very traditional. We're very contemporary. We want to stay with our Western dresses, yet we want to pick our culture. So it's a small hint into the Western segment that allows you to do you and yet pick a little bit of our culture in this space. So this program was founded basically to see how to integrate fashion and not lose our culture.
So you've done Kajiado?
I've done Kajiado. I stepped into Kirinyaga a little bit where they do nothing to do with this. It was very interesting and challenging for me. And unfortunately, before COVID, we have not gone too far. But the intention is to go to Mombasa, to go to Kitui, travel.
Pick a bit of everything from the hotel
and find our unifying factor, because we do have and clothes that we can all probably say, you know what, this is actually Kenyan.
Je, unaamini kwamba nguo katika mitindo inaweza kutumika kuleta Wakenya pamoja?
Because fashion unites. Actually, we have a story that says fashion unites Africa. Because when, you know, our surprise to the beading could be largely known for massive women, but we all have a bit of beading in every segment of this country. And it's possible to say this scarf, particularly, is inspired by the Maasai women. It is possible to come up with a cuff inspired by the Mijikenda or the Digo women. I mean, when I went to Mount Elgon end of last year, I saw beads that are looking like this, but they're actually specifically for the women from out there, you know. So those are stories we need to spell through fashion, and fashion is the easiest to speak because it's one of the things that we all do in common. Yeah.
No. Je, kwa sasa wafanyabiashara wengi sana wamezoea pengine kuuza bidhaa zao njia ile ya kitambo, tuingie dukani kwako tuchukue nguo tuvae, ama pengine uko na duka lingine nje amongst the suppliers and distributors tukachukue tuvae. Lakini kwa sasa vile mambo yamebadilika, wengi wanatafuta ama wameshindwa kutafuta mbinu mbadala ama tofauti za kuuza bidhaa zao na kufanikiwa. Je, wewe umetumia mtindo gani ambao pengine unaweza kutumia ama ukashare na watu wengine hapa nje ambao pengine kwa sasa wamekwama, hawajui mali zao waziuze wapi ama wafikie vipi wateja?
E-commerce, one word. And I think, we've been told about it. Even when you go into the Commonwealth space, it's all about enhancing digital communication, because it solves most of the problems. It creates linkages far, and beyond globally without having to move there. You can easily market, you can actually easily transact, because there are platforms that have been put in place for you to be able to deal with the logistics, to deal with the payments, to deal with actually tracing the product. It's been very hard to get into it because I don't think, most of us already from it, especially after American market. We are lazy when it comes to, we prefer to go and, see and touch and, and feel.
See how we look.
So it was one thing for us to want to actually, because I always had a website, but if I'm not even able to use it, then how can I ask anybody else to use it? But when COVID came, you have no choice. You just have to sit at home and continue doing business. So we had to go back and look at that website and look at digitally, but it's been easier because you see, when now people are being told buy through there, then they're almost forced to address even the challenges that they are facing on my page and tell me, Carol, when I go to your page, I've not seen the red option. Change it. So I told myself actually, at the time, every 2 months or so, I need to have refined this e-commerce, because the mood, the environment is actually right cool. So I would actually request that as much as possible, as long as you have a phone, honestly, it will save you time. And time is the biggest thing you do need, because you don't need to get off your seat to buy, to shop, to market, to shop around, to window shop, to actually receive something from your home and spare that time and allocate it elsewhere.
Actually, ingekuwa tofauti sana na zingine. Unajua tukienda maduka mengine ya online, kama mimi nimepiga picha na nguo kamili, lakini yako ni tofauti sana. Kindly tuelezee tu msukumo, motivation ya kufanya kwamba kurasa yako iwe tofauti na zingine, na umeifanyaje?
Mine is COVID friendly. Because clothes, you have to get a model to take a photograph. You have to get photographed.
That's an extra cost.
Yeah, it's an extra cost. You have to find a venue to go take photos, hotels and been closed, all those things, So how do I still get a website up and running currently with images? So the only option for me was to sketch them and draw them. And which I like, because it takes me back to the originality of fashion. It starts with drawing. It needs to learn to draw it.
So you do the sketching yourself?
I don't do it myself because it's digital. I have a graphics designer who is interpreting my creativity very well through the drawings. And I can also do something else. I would like to you that I can draw with my hand, but I cannot draw with the digital.
So technology. Carole Kinoti ameamua sasa kutumia technology katika kuendeleza brand yake mama.
It has also helped us because a lot of times you realize every time someone gives you a photograph, you have to get authority and stuff like that. So if you send me a photograph of yours, I will not put it out there unless you allow me to. I just need to take the photo and redraw it. And I have freedom to do the sketch because it doesn't loudly say this is Mwanaisha's photograph. So I have freedom. I update as fast as possible. It is new. I've given another person an opportunity to do a job and make a living. And then, like I said, it's COVID friendly. Yes, there's no touching. It's not touching.
And then uzuri ukiangalia ukifinya hivi inakuja kwa rangi tofauti.
Yes, you just need actually to just press at the point of choosing colors, and a different step comes with a different color.
So you don't have to come and pick the dress?
No,
pick the dress, but then
actually the blanket collection, which is what we've started this e-commerce platform with, africa.co.ke, is one size fits all. The only thing that we ask for is your height, just because people generally are different. But the Big Daddy fits all, whether you're a 10 or a 14. That makes it very easy for e-commerce, because one of the things that people need to know about e-commerce, you need to standardize. You need to standardize factory safeties, efficiently as much as possible, so that you're able to minimize losses that come with returns, rejections, that kind of stuff. And I think it introduces better understanding to the consumer, because you're forced to describe properly how will you wash it, how will you care for it, what is the composition of this blanket. I think the consumers need to understand that if you buy from the e-commerce platform, you understand what you're buying better than when you just pick it up.
Mazungumzo swala la blanket collection. Ndio mimi nikasema wao. Hiyo katika maisha yangu yote sikuwa kufikiria kwamba neno blanket wakati mmoja itakuwa
fashion item.
Yes. But ukaamua sasa blanket ndio itakuwa blanket. Kwa nini blanket?
Because I didn't want to explain to people much, and I knew my grandmother at home and my baby, all of them know, let you blanket. I would not have. So the only thing they'll be doing is they'll be wondering what's the difference between the blanket I have and the one Carol is talking about. One is wearable, the other you cover yourself.
The blanket.
Make my life simple.
Yeah. So you're very creative. You're so original and different from the normal brands and tumeona. Yako ni made in Kenya, by the way.
Yeah. Proudly so.
Kitu gani kinakupatia inspiration?
I think because I like to be real. I struggle when I'm not myself, and I have grown up knowing that do you, don't let people like you as you are. So honestly, this thing looks like a blanket. So I don't want to try it so hard giving it another portion.
Yes.
So it makes it easy when you take what works for you as an artist, actually. Because even most of the things that I sell and create, I'm the biggest wearer. I use it, I try it. If it doesn't work for me, even if it's a hem, then I know it will work for Mwanaisha. So I use myself as the user and the critic across my work. And then I know if I can accept it, then just throw it out there and let it roll. Yes.
Musa kitu moja muhimu, stay true to yourself. Kuna watu wengi sana swali ambao wanafika level yako, wale wakurugenzi wa kampuni zao. Wengi wanashindwa kufikia hicho kiwango cha kuwa mkweli, true to yourself. How do you do that? How do you get to say, you know what, I'm Carol, I don't care.
And because it's easier. I like the easy things in life. It's just easier to do me. It's too far to have to be someone else. Because it means when I get home, I have to offload that part. You know, for example, like when I go to the community, sometimes I arrive very early in the morning. The way I left my house, actually I couldn't get my makeup. The mama I find in the Manyata is milking. She's like ready for shamba. You know, then tomorrow I'm doing a high-end fashion show with Mitsubishi.
Yes.
Seriously? And I don't have time to be two different people. Just know tomorrow I have no makeup and I'm in the village, and the next day I'm in my 6 inches high heels, and it's easier, it's comfortable. It's not
comfortable, just be happy. Kwa siku kwa dunia with social media na mbungi, kila mtu anajaribu there's a particular image that watu wanataka waione out there. Dress in a particular way, be associated with a particular group of people, onekane maeneo fulani.
Actually, people don't even want, if you put out something that you're not happy, then you don't even have a photo where you're looking happy. I think the reality of life is one day you're unhappy, one day you are vulnerable, the next day you've been hurt by someone. That's the reality. If I actually really deal with these people as true friends, then I need them to know who I am or who I am, because I'll be faking if I say I'm always
bila shaka uko na maono, vision kubwa sana ya Carole Kinoti the brand. Ngine tumia kamera ile. Can you tell us what's your vision of the CEO?
My vision for Carole Kinoti brands is to keep and continue producing made in Kenya, proudly made in Kenya products. And my hope is that Kenyans will continue to embrace my brand and embrace made in Kenya programs, because we have to build our country. Yeah, whether it's perfect, it's not perfect. Let's just be patient, but let's embrace our own. COVID has showed us that we have to get everything from within and proudly so, claim it. Yeah. So look out for this space, more coming.
Okay, kwa sasa ndio kuna swala la watu wengi kuchukua nguo kutoka nje. Kwa sababu ya tunasema Sabina e-commerce vile vile imekuja na changamoto chungu nzima. You can order clothes from Amazon.
Sure.
Jumia, wapi, kila mahali. How has that affect vipi mauzo yako?
Well, first of all, it's a free market. You see, globalization, if you want yours to be bought by someone in the US, you need to allow the US to buy here as well. Understand? So it's my responsibility of all of us Kenyans to say, and claim that this is probably our own. When you look at your wardrobe today, even my own, utapata the design mwingine, utapata, because fashion is not about just sticking with one look, it's about exploring and stuff like that. But how do we still find a space? Because we still have space for us.
Yeah.
The only time importation and exportation, or rather importation, let me focus on that really is not good for us, is when something that I've created has been copied and replicated and sold cheaper. That's the only problem. So that's why maybe issues of copyright and abuse come in, which I also have a responsibility to protect my own, because today we have copyright and everywhere we can protect your own. And I will tell you that as long as we don't allow countries that are coming to deflate and harm what we have, let's have free market spaces and allow us, but the government also needs to protect us so that we can also have opportunities to be able to grow.
Ya kwamba pengine products zako zinatumika vibaya ama mtu mwingine akajaribu kuchukua idea zako kulifaisha.
You'll be surprised, yes. And in a mild way and a rough way. Mostly the mild way, the one people don't think is actually wrong, is we even practice it ourselves. We go and pick someone else's design and replicate. It's already copyright, you understand? But in the fashion industry, somehow people always pick this and pick this and pick this. But the moment you actually have found something, you have worked on it, you marketed it, you branded it, you protected it, then you claim because you actually birthed that idea. And it's wrong for anybody to actually copy and paste it. And I'm not saying get inspired or, to the point where you can create a similar one. I'm saying copy and paste where you even take the intellectual property of that person and use it. So yes, I've suffered hard. Maybe the latest is one of cases that are going on right now of an employee. And I think this is a good opportunity for me to speak it out, because as we are embracing the e-commerce platform, we need to watch out, because you cannot be an expert in every field. If I am making clothes and I'm a creative, for me to be able to embrace the digital platform, I have to work with graphic designers, I have to work with photographers, I have to work with models, I have to work with social media analysts. We need to be able to look at and know that at the end of the day, this e-commerce platform is a new space for us. There's a lot of cyber crime that goes on here that maybe we do not know because we've never been exposed. And a lot of us think cybercrime is just about pornography and
or hate speech.
But it is possible for somebody to actually harm your brand in that space. So as we do business in the cyber space now, because all of us are being forced, people who maybe are of my age and above, who are not very, do not know that space very well, it's very important that they study about it and check the people they are working with. Please do a due diligence, because there are a lot of people there within a very short time, they want to blackmail you. So I'm dealing with a similar situation, but we have the yeah, and or at least let's say tried, because we did succeed. Yes, by God's grace, it was going to be settled, but I just happened to have somebody who saw it very fast. City council. It responded very fast. I was very impressed.
Okay.
So I wouldn't want to link it right now to the case because it's still under investigations. But I am a victim of cyber attack, which I call actually sheer robbery, because it's not different from a shop that you go to steal. When you hack and try to log into my pages illegally, that is actually breaking into my shop. You understand? But we have a very able cybercrime unit that is handling the matter, and I think I would like to tell people to stay out there. But at the end of the day, I'm stronger than ever. Stronger than ever, safer now, aware.
Na kutokana na changamoto ambazo umepitia cybercrime, watu wajaribu kuhack system zako na kujaribu kukuangusha. Unajua kawaida wafanya biashara ama kina mama, wanawake, viongozi, tungekuwa tunapenda sana kuchukua wengine tukue na wao, we mentor them, kujaribu kuwafanya maisha yao bora zaidi. Lakini mara nyingi wale wengine tunawaamini ama tumewachukua kwa usafi, baadhi yao, si wote, baadhi waanza kutugeuka. Na nimekupata mimi hayo. Je, ni funzo lipi kubwa umejifunza kutokana na safari hiyo kwanza na miaka yote ulio katika fashion design? Lazima utajiri wake.
Yes.
Lazima biashara ama kazi iendelee.
No, you can't stop. Especially because you see, by the time you find someone who comes out to support women in other communities, there's a bit of you, naturally you, that known or prefers to do things that way. So, like as much as they say that you cannot use the same experience on the next one, because we've got to nurture and we've got to mentor, we've got to inspire. What I would say is from my lessons is grow your boundaries as much as possible, have very clear lines, introduce time limits and consequences. And, get your heart to a place whereby it gives, but when things are not done right, it punishes as well. Just the same way you deal with your child. You give them a sweet. Tomorrow when they make a mistake, you So I would urge women that get to a place whereby because of your goodness of your heart, you are able to embrace and give. Prepare yourself and protect yourself in such a way that when somebody crosses your path, also deal with them accordingly. So that you're able to move on to the next one. Quickly, and then praise someone else is innocent. But the one who has gone through that matter or taken through that, deal with it.
So do you believe in women supporting women to succeed?
It's the best place to be. We want to form a little bit of chain of women that support each other. Yes, just like we have a bees across, and I've got a beautiful chain of women that are amazing. And honestly, it's the best thing that you can ever do. Women come together. Yes.
A message to the daughters. You have so many others.
Maybe that should have been the same message to my younger self. Work hard. If you have 8 hours in a day or 24 hours in a day, use most of them and account for them at the end of the day. Then when you get to a certain stage in life, sit back and look back and see the progress you made. But don't waste time. Don't waste time.
Don't waste time nafikiria.
If you're wasted in here, I've known you for long. You haven't wasted in
Let me say the same thing about myself. I don't know. But it's a good thing to think about, maybe.
Yeah, because I look at 19 years.
Yeah.
Honestly, I can account for each other.
Yeah, you know, getting my first branded shirt made in Kenya.
Made in Kenya.
Leso.
Imagine.
That was in 2013.
Does it still fit?
Believe me. It's still like special. My daughter has some.
And I remember that time,
TV,
you had to wear plain colors. We put the first lesson.
So let's try this. And it worked. And now it's like, it's the norm. People have shirt, dresses, and all that. I've known you for so long. Your journey is amazing. And you've inspired me to do so many things, not giving up. Nikimbie kwa steps zangu. Unajua sisi wengine tukadogo unapopa. Ufanye hii, ufanye hii, ufanye hii. Lakini ukinifunza kwamba Mwanaisha tulia.
Stay still.
Just stay still and just rise. Pole, step by step. Usijaribu kuishi miaka 50 kwa siku 10.
Because utarudi tu. You go back to square and again and you have to start again.
Do you have any regrets maybe?
Let's see.
Like I wish I'd done this better or differently.
There's a time I thought I did. Then when I look at what's going on now, I regret nothing. There is a point at which I thought I'd lost many years. Just before I rebranded to CAROLE KINOTI brand. Then I realized the experience that I actually picked up, I can't buy it. So I take the regret and throw it out. There's no regret.
So for you, is it more passion or a trend to do this? I mean, the branding, the design and all that.
For me, it's more of the creative. And it's because I'm a creative in very many fields. I've just chosen to focus
on fashion.
On fashion, to turn the fashion one into a commercial process. But I'm a network. I can make it. I can cook for you. Yes, I can do everything. I'm very good with
Thank you very much for your time. Na bila shaka tumejifunza mengi. Unajua tumeona nguo zake tu design tofauti tofauti ya soko wanawake. Napenda sana zile nguo zake free. Na kuna hii dhahabu collection we should get one, is beautiful by the way. Tutakuwa na Lily in the London Fashion Week or Mercedes. Unajua vitu kubwa. Lily, do you have like siku moja ungependa kwa huko ama umetosheka?
Yes, but I would like to go there as a Kenyan brand, running a Kenyan outfit with Kenyan models. You know, with my women. My vision of how I would like to go to the international market is a bit different, but than just running on the run of fashion. I like to be able to get my fashion shows complete with the people that I work with, the women that support the Habu brand, and have a tour enough in the US.
Can I be your mother?
Thank you.
No, seriously, got a casual. Yes. We need to try this. Yes, we have to.
Yes. Yeah. Because when you look at even my story alongside the magnetic collection,
yes.
Everybody you're seeing on that page is a natural way. You know, you have to make sure that there's design. And how many of us can show that your creativity has actually been worn by someone else? I like real women like you.
Oh, wow.
Because it's a true story.
Exactly.
Brand here.
Yes, real women like me. Hint. Na basi Carol, asante sana kwa muda wako na tunakutakia kila la heri. Na bila shaka tuko nawe katika safari hii. Na tunataka tuwepo wakati ukiamua kuzindua pengine mitindo mipya, collection mpya. Na summer collection.
Summer is coming.
Yes. Kama winter ilikuwa hivi kwa blanketi.
Yes.
Akaja summer collection.
That's what
itakuwa
I'm
moto. Inspiration itakuwa ni pengine Mombasa. Then you can introduce. You know, how the bikinis and all that. I need to a bit. Don't go Mwanaisha. This is for you, man. Ooh, okay.
Actually, I don't make clothes for people to lose to fit into them.
Oh, okay.
I make for you for now. As
now,
you
ready to wear.
As you are.
Okay. Wow, that's nice.
Yes. Real women, remember?
Yes. Thank you. Real women.
Yeah.
That's Carole Kinoti for you. Don't fake it. Just be yourself. Enjoy. Look good. Feel nice.
Thank you.
Yeah. And grow.
Thank you.
One day at a time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
That's okay.